All right, I am Barbara Dudley. I'm the other half of the co-teaching crew for this capstone on student debt and for helping to spawn the Students for Educational Debt Reform. And my job is to welcome our legislative panel and to give you a sense of what the program is going to be like. We have this lovely panel, which I will introduce in a moment, and then we will have 4 different panels of students who will present both the problem and the solution of student debt. And then when we're done with that, we are going to open up for a discussion with all of you. So welcome and hang in there and think about your questions and your contributions to this discussion. Now, to start, I'm going to introduce the chair of our panel, who is Michael Dembrow, Representative Michael Dembrow, who is also the chair of the State House Committee on Higher Education. And I'm going to let him introduce the others.
Thank you, Barbara. Before I introduce my colleagues, let me just say, what a great honor it is to be here with you, and a delight, really for 2 reasons. First of all, because this is such an important issue, the issue of student debt, and we need to find solutions to it. And I know that everyone here is committed to working to find solutions to this problem during this next session. The House Democrats have made it one of their priority issues on our action plan. This is very important to us. Second, it's just great to recognize the value of Portland State's capstone course program. I mean, it's great to see students taking all that they've learned over their years in higher education and apply it to solving real-world problems. And so when I was invited in to meet with the class a month ago or a month and a half ago, and heard what the students were up to, and was very excited about it, and said, I really want to come back and hear. So what solutions are they coming up with? What kind of recommendations are they going to make? And then thought, well, why should I keep that fun to myself? Why not try to get some of my colleagues to come and hear it as well? And that's what we're here for today. We're not here to make speeches. We're here to listen to the problems and to the proposed solutions, and to see, just what we can do about taking those recommendations and making them real. So I want to just introduce my colleagues. We have Senator Chip Shields from North Portland. We have Representative-elect Joe Gallegos from out in Hillsborough. We have my neighbor representative, Alissa Keny-Guyer from Southeast Portland. And we have some legislative staffers here I want to recognize. Tira Pierce, who is staff to Jennifer Williamson, newly elected. Actually, Jessica Ventura, who's one of you for a bit, and is going to be staffer for Joe Gallegos. Yeah. Peter Saracen back there, who is with Margaret Doherty, Representative Margaret Doherty from Tigard. Okay. Are there any other legislative staffers, chiefs of staff here? Oh, yeah. And that's right. And with newly elected Representative Jeff Reardon from Southeast Portland, Happy Valley, somewhere out there. I also want to recognize Mike Salvaggio. Mike is a policy guy with Treasurer Ted Wheeler, and we're going to be talking about some proposals that are in the works coming out of the Treasurer's office, and it's great to have Mike here. Okay, so just as we get this started, I want to say that whenever I think about this topic of student debt, I think back to my own wonderful days as an undergrad, where I went to college back in the late '60s, early '70s, and those were the days. I told this to the class. Those were the days when I could work during the summer and do 10 hours a week of work study during the school year, and have no debt because tuition was very, very affordable, as was room and board. All of that could be covered without my having to take out a nickel in loans. And I really appreciate that. I do feel that I have repaid society many, many times over, for what I learned while I was in college. And I think that's just a good frame for us to think about this issue. We as a society once invested in higher ed at a much higher rate than we currently do. Why is that? What are the effects of that? And what can we do about that? That's what this session's all about. So, we're going to call up the first panel now.